At one independent local grocery in Ottawa, fresh food can always be found, as well as international goods, fresh-made bread, and top-notch service. Local mom and pop shops aren't gone, and Farmer's Pick in Ottawa proves it.
An old-fashioned traditional grocery store. You're gonna find a butcher, okay? You want a steak cut a certain way, you're gonna get it. You know, there's flour piled in the warehouse, there's mixers on the floor, there's flour on the floor. The bakery is rented out to Frank Nicolo. It's him and his son come in at night. They mix the dough, they roll the dough, and they bake the dough. It's not the traditional frozen and thaw and put it in the bin, okay? It's made from scratch 7 days a week. It's probably the only bakery left in Ottawa that does that. You know, then customer service. You know, we're big on that. The cashiers, the deli. You're not, if you ask for something, they're not going to point, it's an aisle number 7. They're going to bring you there, okay? If you have too much groceries out, we'll take it out to your car. You know what I mean? There's nothing we don't do for our customers. A lot of the unique items we have are, we cater to the neighborhood. You know, we got a lot of Greeks, a lot of all the Italians, Croatian, and you asked me, you know, how we evolved, and we evolved around our customers. They would come in and say, you know, can you try getting me this? You know, can you get me this? So that's how we built the lineup we have now, okay? So we have a lot of unique items that someone that came over to, you know, live in Canada hasn't seen this particular product, but we sourced it and we have it for them that, you know, like something they used to have as a kid. We have a lot of those unique items, a lot, you know, from like all over the world. And we source it through, you know, distributors in Montreal and Toronto that bring in the product in bulk, and we piggyback off of them. Probably the largest European deli in Ottawa. We sell lots because people buy lots. Nothing really complicated about that. You know, we turn over a lot of product. You know, we package it properly. We buy, and we're always consistent. You know, you're always going to find, you know, Cuddy turkey breast, you know, San Daniel mortadella. You're always going to get the same brands. We don't flip back and forth to save 20 cents. It's always the same brands, the last 29 years. Best sandwiches in town. It's simple. It starts off with fresh bread every day baked in the store. Anything that's left over goes to breadcrumbs. So you're getting a fresh bun every day that was baked probably 4 hours before you get here, okay? Not only baked, made, like, you know, mix the flour, roll the dough, proof the bread, and bake the bread, okay? Then all the ingredients come right off the shelves. You know, your lettuce, your tomatoes, all your condiments, and they're cut up fresh in the deli. Not like the big, you know, corporate restaurant chains that your lettuce comes in shredded in a bag, you open it up and you throw it in the bin. You know, takes, you know, 2 or 3 days to get here from California. How long is it in the bag? The big difference is like making a sandwich at home and you don't have to do the work. It's really what the trick is, and using the freshest ingredients possible.
We've gone back to our initial direction, which was to build an app to allow people to order sandwiches online ahead of time to avoid the deli lineups, because at lunchtime it can get pretty busy back there. So the idea was to enable a customer to schedule their sandwich for a time that's convenient for them to come in, just pick it up at the deli counter, and then go through the cash, and you know, they're ready to go.
And when the pandemic hit, we were busting at the seams. We were struggling just to keep. My focus was I had to take care of the customer coming in first, and you know, with staffing issues, we had all kinds. There was a lot of challenges because it was so busy we couldn't even feel the shelves. Then we were running on a 24-hour cycle. Because, you know, by time you couldn't get from the back to the front to put product on the shelves. And, you know, and I didn't want to overstress my staff because we were never set up for online, and I didn't want to put that extra burden on my staff. So we were lucky enough that the walk-in traffic we did fine. We didn't have to, you know, some people had to, because, you know, it's, businesses wasn't coming in or what have you. They had to do what they had to do. In our case, we had to focus on looking after the people coming into the store. We did dabble in curbside. Maybe we missed the curve, maybe, but we never had a huge demand for it. Local is huge, and I want to basically thank all the customers that did support local. It's huge, okay? And we're as local as you can be, okay? I grew up and live at the back of the store, literally 5-minute drive, okay? It's family run. My kids worked here. A lot of my nieces and nephew worked here. My friends' kids worked here. You won't get anything local, more local than what we are.